How do you fix the gut after taking contraception pills? This was a question posed by Justine Erasmus 4059 on my YouTube video. Watch this before you stop the hormonal pill. So she asked, how to fix the gut after taking contraception pill? Before they made me dairy intolerance, I had horrible acne. When I found out and stopped eating cheese and milk, my face was in perfect condition. Unfortunately, I had to start taking the pill again, and now 5 months after I stopped taking the birth control, I'm getting horrible acne again while not eating cheese. I don't know what to do. I feel like crying. I'm so sorry to hear, Jessie Naras. That is a very common thing I hear about the pill. So with the pill, so in this video, before I answer your question on how to fix it, just give you a summary for those who are listening on what happens to the gut after you stop the pill. It's a condition called the post birth control pill syndrome. And there's a few things that can happen. One, it affects your gut a lot because it creates leaky gut syndrome. You poke holes in your gut lining. It also increases your CRP, which is your inflammatory marker. So it actually increases inflammation. It increases nutrient deficiency, especially vitamin Bs, magnesium, zinc, and selenium, which are all important for repairing the gut as well. It also affects our hormones and particularly our testosterone in a phenomenon called androgen rebound, which basically means because the when you're on the pill, it suppresses your hormones in your ovaries, which is what is needed during when you're taking the pill. But when you stop it, your ovaries can rebound and produce more androgen, which is testosterone. So that's why you can get, excess hair in your face and also worse acne because of this androgen rebound. So, in terms of the gut, because when we look at acne, especially hormone acne, there are different levels of it. And one of the important thing is reducing inflammation. That's a huge part of reducing inflammation, balancing sugars, and then balancing hormones. Now, the gut contributes to 70% of the immune system. So, by improving your gut health, it will reduce inflammation a lot. And sometimes it can be enough to clear your skin. So, to repair the gut, we use this framework from functional medicine. And functional medicine is basically looking at the root causes of diseases, of health problems, and clearing it from inside out. So, for the gut, the main thing is what we call the 5R system. And in this video, I'm going to explain that to you. So, the first part of the 5R is remove. So, we're removing common inflammatory triggers, like, as you say, the cheese, the dairy, processed sugar. It's not forever, it's just at the beginning when you are healing your gut. You may also want to reduce excess caffeine and also alcohol as well. And another area of removing is actually doing tests, investing in diagnostic testing to look at if you have gut dysbiosis or overgrowth or yeast or fungus or even parasites that may need addressing or treating because that's part of removing. The second part of removing is replace. As I mentioned, maybe I didn't mention, yeah, no, I didn't mention this. Being on the pill really suppresses our stomach acids and our digestive enzymes. And we need those because it helps to digest our food, to be able to absorb better, more efficiently, digestion. And also the stomach acids, it's acting as a first defense. So it kills a lot of bacteria. So things that was not meant to be in our system gets killed in the stomach before it goes into the small intestine and in the large intestine. So replacing you can test for stomach acid as well. You can do a simple test, mix sodium bicarbonate or baking powder, half a teaspoon in some cold water, first thing in the morning, mix it and drink it, and then see how quickly you burp. If you burp less than 5 minutes, you you have good digestive enzymes. But if you it's very sluggish and you're not really burping, you may not have enough digestive stomach acid, may not have enough stomach acids, and with that, you need to replace it. And you replace it by just taking a simple digestive enzyme called digestive enzyme. It's very simple. With the stomach acid, if you find that you do not, if you suspect that you have low stomach acid, then you need to also add butane hydrochloric acid. So it's butane HCl within the supplements as well. You need to check it because if you have stomach acids, or if you don't suspect that you have low, and then if you take supplements, then it can cause problems if you're not careful. So that's replacing. The third one is re-inoculate. Re-inoculate means improving the diversity of the microbes in the gut. Because a little bit like antibiotics, the pill can wipe out your good bacteria and, allowing that overgrowth of the fungus and the yeast. So re-inoculating with probiotics, prebiotics can help to improve the microbiome ecology. God, these are big words. Okay. So that's a re-inoculation. You can also take foods, fermented foods as well, and also prebiotic foods like onions, garlic that helps to feed, apples as well, feed the good bacteria. The fourth area is repairing, because if you have leaky gut syndrome, if you have leaky gut where the lining of your gut has a lot of holes, so anything you eat is will trigger it. So it's not just a question of what you eat, it's also like what's it doing in your gut lining. And this you notice this is like almost any food, it triggers a breakout. So if in that case, then you might have the inner lining. When you do a stool test, you'll be able to check like lactoferrin, calprotectin. Those are markers for leaky gut syndrome. So repair it using supplements or herbs like glutamine, glycine, magnesium, zinc, and also omega-3 that will also help the improving the lining as well. Bone broth, collagen also that will help. And the last one is rebalance, because the gut health is not on its own and it needs to sit in together with stress management, sleep, nervous system regulation, because when you're stressed, our gut does not want to work as well because there's less blood supply to the gut. So we're not improving the healing of the gut. So we need to make sure that we're balancing of that as well. So that is the 5 R's: removing, repairing, reinoculation, remove, replace, reinoculation, repair, and rebalance. And you work with a practitioner that you can do individually, or you can work all at the same time as well. Hope that helps. Any questions, let me know.